Today is July 30th, 2017, and we're doing our latest update on our project here in Lakeland, Florida. So we're going to take you on a tour and try to get through this as quickly as we can with a lot of things that we have to show for our midsummer update. The first thing we're stopping at is our champagne loquat, which is flowering for some reason. I think that's quite early in the year to be flowering, but it's putting out flowers here and there. So that's different. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to at this particular time. And then the Bradenton loquat is actually doing pretty decent. And the jackfruit that's growing on tall, so it's getting up there. A couple of mango seedlings that were just growing up from the compost, sitting over there. Cherry starfruit. This one's been doing really good. A lot better than the other starfruit, which you'll see later on. But it's growing really good. The leaves look good.
It's really, really pretty.
The Barbados cherry has grown very well. It's even been flowering, and I know it's setting some fruit out here somewhere.
Here's a fruit here.
Oh yeah, right there's a fruit forming, and here's a flower.
It's a nice little bush there.
That thing's growing really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Then the green sapote is growing actually pretty good. Lost its initial leaves, but is taking off and
putting on some growth.
Starting to grow right now, starting a new flush. And you can see some moringas in the background. Those were they were just seeds that were in the mulch, and they've kind of just grown up themselves, and we'll harvest those eventually. Puyu persimmon, just kind of growing up to the sky right now.
I'm trying to get it to where I can see the lighting and everything.
Condor dragon fruit has not done, it's not hardly done anything. We've had a lot of rain this summer. June and July, we've had just over 30 inches of rain. I'm thinking it's not really liking the rain. It's rotting down in the bottom of the lawn. But they're not doing much. The Alano sapodilla has been very, very slow. You can see it's putting out a new growth right now, but it doesn't grow much. It just puts out a set of leaves and hasn't done a whole lot so far. But I've heard that the sapodillas are extremely slow growers, so we'll give it some time and see what happens. The macadamia nut, also slow grower. It's had a couple growth flushes on it. It's hardening up its leaves right now, but really slow to harden off its leaves. And then the Maycock sapodilla, also wanting to flower. Pineapple orange. Having some difficulties with some leaf miners and such, but
leaves are curling.
Yeah, it's from the leaf miners. And then the Tropic Beauty peach this thing's been really struggling this year. And I pulled back the mulch and put some sulfur down to lower the pH, and it's starting to green up. You can see the green coming into the leaves finally around on the new growth. So it's starting to get better, but it has certainly struggled this year. Too high a pH in the soil, but it's coming back. The figs have been doing really good though, growing. You can see there's fig fruit, little figs in there growing throughout it.
These bushes have gotten huge. Second one there.
Right behind you, the persimmon, Sayo persimmon is growing pretty good. You can see the bees in the background.
Yeah, let me see if I can zoom in there for a second. Seem to be pretty happy.
The Meyer lemon
It's gotten tall.
has grown. It'll start filling in now. And the pink guava, it's going to need a pruning here eventually.
So, limb on the ground.
Limbs pulling down to the ground.
But look at these fruit on here.
These are starting to turn color, but they're
just really...
so far they're a lot smaller than the batch that we had in the spring. But some of them, maybe that's just on these. The rest of them are starting to get bigger.
Maybe that's a better picture.
The dragon fruit cactus. Now, this dragon fruit, this is a red variety here. This is a white variety. Neither one of them, I have no idea what the name is for them, but this thing has not grown at all this summer. All it does is flower and flower and flower, and the flowers fall off. But these actually appear to have set and are starting to expand. So I thought that these was not a self-pollinating variety, but it looks like to me 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe, I don't know about this one yet, 5, 6, and then there's some more. It just keeps flowering and flowering and flowering. It's probably put out at least 30 flowers so far this year. Most of them have fallen off, but these are starting to, I think, set. Because usually they fall off before they get to this stage. Right here. And then right behind you, the navel orange. And I've had to put sulfur down here too, because we've had some difficulties with micronutrients and getting the leaves to color up. The orange. Then back here, the bananas have done very, very well. The ice cream banana, those are just little pups when we planted those back in February. Over here, the Goldfinger, ice cream. I don't even put up pups, and they like being able to get their roots down to that pond down there.
This is our original ice cream with bananas on it.
But this, yeah, this is I have an 8x12 box around that, and it's kind of restricted it. So it's not doing nearly as good as the bananas down along the edge of the pond that are just growing very, very fast. I took out the 2 papaya trees that were over here.
Right, the ones that were to this right of the banana tree.
Yeah, I took those out.
Yeah.
And then over here, we had growing over the summer cowpeas get nitrogen in this, and we're going to get ready to plant here for a fall crop here very, very soon. This. And then dwarf néermois. These were just little tiny tissue culture pups when we planted them. They haven't put out any pups yet, but they're doing pretty good. Going right along.
Here the banana trees are from the other side of the pond, just to have a look.
And over here we are at the blackberry area, where two of the plants are growing pretty good. The other one has flowered and is trying to set fruit here in the middle of the summer,
wow,
which is very weird for blackberries.
The one that's doing the worst, and yet the one that's putting out the fruit. That's weird.
And I need to get this to hold on. Doesn't seem to. Oh man. I don't know what the deal is with this. This is
Trying to get the grapes to trellis.
the Southern Home variety grape. Then another dwarf néermois. Oops. Getting in our way.
Huh.
Go ahead, pause. Go ahead. Now we're over here on the south end. This pigeon pea hasn't hardly done anything, but the other ones are growing really good. We got that papaya has struggled and stayed way behind the other ones, but it's starting to grow pretty decent actually now. It just took a long time for that one to get going. It's a red lady. All of these are red ladies on this end. You can see this red lady's doing a lot better over here. Setting a lot of fruit. And then the sweetheart lychee has been growing pretty good. And the Mauritius lychee, currently on a growth flush right now, popping.
Got some pineapple over there. Another pigeon pea bush. I had no idea that they got so big. More pineapple.
More pineapple. And then this cherry starfruit has not done very good at all. You can see down here something, I don't know what it is, but, and look over here, it dig that out because it was all rotted right there. And then you can see it's kind of, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's going to make it. We're just giving it some time to see if it's going to heal. What happened to it, I don't know. But in June, it just started looking bad. And actually, I don't know if it seems to be getting some color back into it. So we'll see. Give it some time and see what happens. You know, a tall fall mango seedling. And in the background, you can see the collard tree has gotten annihilated by the summer. I've taken a cutting off from it and gonna root it and put it in a spot that will get sun in the wintertime but shaded in the summertime, because the sun has just destroyed this thing over the summer, although it's starting to put out new little growths all over the place right now. And there used to be a Valencia Pride right here, mango, but I killed it. Actually, right there's what's left of it. I gave it way too much urine water. I don't even put urine water on my mangoes anymore because I put too much on that and I killed it. So, there was a death.
Here's a little pineapple, the one pineapple we have growing.
Actually, there's another one coming out.
Is
another
there?
Flower coming out over here.
Oh, cool.
Pineapple.
Yep, right in the center. Go back over here.
And then the coconut cream mango. You can see these leaves, lost its leaves up here. And we've had so much rain, and I think it's caused some difficulties for the tree. Although it's starting to come back, it's starting to green up. This stuff was looking worse. It lost some of the leaves during it, and it's got a growth flush going on over here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. We've started to get a little bit of a dry spell here, so I think it's getting a bit of a break. But tremendous amount of rain has caused difficulties for it. Then the koala longan. Not quite growing as fast as I thought it would, but that's doing fine.
Look at this, mama. Look how many fruits it has on it. Huge. It really likes that spot, I guess.
Although it's struggling compared to the other two, if you look at the size and the leaves.
Sure.
Because right over there's a big stump there, and I think it's blocking the roots from being able to...
I think it's the one that has the most fruit on it, though. So
yeah, it does have the most fruit on it, that's for sure.
That's interesting.
And then the Glen mango. This thing's doing good.
Yeah, it's really bushing out.
Yeah, I tip prune it a lot to get it to bush. Oh. And the Kent mango. That's been doing really good. Starting to put out a growth flush right now, too. The Kiat mango.
It's so pretty. Now here's the other papaya, red lady.
It's got some bigger fruit down there, long ones.
Yeah. Wonder what makes some of them rounder and some of them longer.
Yeah, I don't know. Because they're supposed to be all the same variety. Those are round over there, and these are elongated. And then the Mexicola avocado. They're kind of slow growing in the summertime, it seems.
Yeah, these grew in the colder weather, didn't they?
In the wintertime, they grew fast. And the bacon avocado.
And I think this is our best pigeon pea right here.
Okay, so that finishes the north end and the south end over here. We're going to go ahead and end this video now and start part 2.